Hello, I'm Benny Westside, and today I want to talk about the new poll that's coming to the Marvel Strike Force website. I'm pretty excited about it. Um, we'll quickly talk about the characters, and then I want to go into my theory. So, the three characters that we have are Betty Brant, Ben Urich, and Karen Page. And they're like in the lore they're just humans, but they've told us that this character is going to be a vampire version of, or the in-game character is going to be a vampire version of whoever gets chosen. uh, Karen Page, I'm sure you're familiar with. She's the girl from Daredevil. She's coming back in the new show. Ben Urich is this guy also from Daredevil. He was a reporter, I think, not a lawyer. Yes, journalist. He's the guy that Kingpin choked to death with his bare hands. Um, he didn't even have like a minion do it. He did it himself. And then Betty Brant, who I'm voting for, is Elizabeth Banks in this iconic role. If and like I'm gonna vote for her. Look at her. She was really goofy and kooky, and I just love the actress. So that's what I'm gonna vote for. Um, and in the new versions, she's the girl on the school who does the school TV. Anguri Rice, uh, the new Mean Girls. This girl. Her. She like it in the MCU timeline. That's her. Um, and then okay, so that's it. Three like normal characters, non-powered individuals are gonna. One of them's gonna get a power for the game, and they're talking about how it's gonna be a vampire. So before the blog came out, we just had this text. We didn't have any images. I read this and I was like, you know what? That sounds like a Morbius rework and a Blade, and if they're all vampires, um, did they say that it was a vampire team? Let me see. No, it doesn't say what type of team it is. But I thought like if they're bringing a random vampire, not a named vampire, they have to go on a vampire team with a Morbius rework and a Blade. And then this came out, which literally is Morbius. Uh, this is the Morbius image, like this is that image, and Morbius is mystic. The game has shown us that vampirism is not a bio; it's a mystic trait. So if we're getting a couple of or a bunch of vampires on a team, I think this is we're probably looking at the next Mystic Raid team. That's just my guess. They've said nothing, and this was my guess actually before that blog image went out. So seeing that kind of mentally confirm or soft not confirmed it, but reinforced it for me because it's a theory, obviously. We're at the end of the cycle for or like the relevant cycle of 9 months for Bifrost. At this point, it's gonna start to feel like a drag, starting with the next raid. That's just how they do it. Um, so them doing this poll now for a Mystic Raid team 6 months later makes a lot of sense to me, and I think Morbius lends well to this. First of all, he has Drain in his kit, which he can easily give to a team. But more importantly, he has on spawn trauma and control, which is trauma and blind, and oh, actually, he doesn't have the trauma. He has the blind on spawn, which means they've shown us that they're trying to move away from the speed meta. They're the out of time team, Black Knight especially, Ghost Rider Cosmic. These characters are showing us they're trying to move away from the speed meta. And the past few raid teams have all been speed bar on spawn, more speed bar on spawn, speed bar plus speed up on spawn, speed bar plus rewind on spawn. So this would make sense to walk back that meta by giving us a character, a raid, and they can change this call out to war and raid, and they can change it from city hero to all. Having him blind them, so you're sitting through that first onslaught, then you're going, as opposed to trying to outspeed the defense. That's the theory. That's what I'm thinking. We'll find out in 6 months. I'll probably find out in 5 months because, or like 5.5 months. But hopefully, with the advanced information, we never know. Like Red Goblin, we got the info so late. But anyway, I'm looking forward to it. And this is gonna be a poll that's gonna keep growing. They're gonna iterate on it, so we're gonna get vote for the character, then appearance, then powers. So maybe with each poll, they unwrap a new layer and we find out a little bit more about what this team is going to do. That would be really nice. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also curious to hear what your theory is. What do you think this team is going to be? Do you think Blade is on the team? Do you think Morbius is a misdirect? I'm curious to find out. Thank you for going over this with me. I hope to see you in the next one.